Well. Good evening, YouTube. This is your Daily Stoic with your host, Jeffrey, King of the City, McCabe. I don't know if I can turn it. Will it turn? Does it panorama? I don't know. I don't know nothing about producing videos on YouTube or how it works. Oh, man, what a cool spot. I love the ridge. On Ridge Road. I'll get my lights going here. Here. I came up. I like to write up here. I love coming up here to try to write. So I'm actually going to try to write some hip hop today. I haven't written much hip hop, but I do have a little project coming out. So I thought I'd start on the next little project. So I came up to check out some views. If you're from Hamilton, then you know where I'm at. I'm in the East End, just past the Devil's Punch Bowl, which I think is crazy. They have a gate on the Devil's Punch Bowl. You can't go there after sundown. I love that spot. Anyways, I came. There's a little parking spot just after New Mountain, I guess it is, or whatever. It is packed. There's got to be 10 cars there. You can't even get in there. So now I'm parked on a little shoulder spot, which is not as cool because you don't get to look straight, but whatever. Such is life. I'm not going to be upset about it. So I'm going to try to do some writing, specifically hip-hop writing. I haven't written much raps in some time. I'm going to try it tonight. Let's see how it goes. Writing sober is difficult, especially raps. The Daily Stoic, 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living. Double check that it is April 6th. Like I say every single time now, if you don't know what Stoicism is, go Google it, check it out, do some research. Even if you've been watching me or you kind of know what it is, do more research, dive in, buy a book, Google some stuff, YouTube some stuff, get into it. It is phenomenal. Ancient philosophy started thousands of years ago. Isn't that cool? I love romanticizing stuff like that. Like, to think that some of these were written thousands of years ago. Could you imagine writing something that somebody would read 2,000 years from now? How epic is that? Epictetus is that? No, how epic is that? It's like, I love that idea. I love time and I love time in that sense, like that it's all connected, right? These people wrote this thousands of years ago. I'm here reading it on YouTube. There is tons of content around these writings from thousands of years ago. Not just Stoicism, all kinds of writings, right? Art and reading and writing and stories that have stood the test of time. And then just us as people, like, how far does my bloodline go back? How far will my bloodline go forward? I love all that stuff. So very, very cool. So if you are new here, this is the Daily Stoic for, as I always said. It is a daily meditation, so you can read one every day. You can read through the entire book at one time. You can flip open to a random page if you want. Here on this YouTube channel, The Daily Stoic, we are going one day at a time, trying to match up the day with the day, obviously. I've missed a couple, but lately I've been on fire. Haven't missed one in a while, and I'm hoping not to miss one till the end of the year. Can he do it? As I said, I think yesterday, I was in my yesterday's videos. I'm getting a lot more comfortable. I don't really care now. I would like to produce cool stuff. Like, I'm going to try to, think of some cool ideas. Maybe I'll climb a tree. Maybe I'll go to City Hall again. Maybe I'll do, I'll try to think of some cool scenery. But if I don't have that available, or if I'm tired at work, I got my kids, I'm going to shoot a 5, 6, 7, 8-minute video here in my car. And that's what it's going to do. I'm doing this for myself, also for you. It helps me with my... It's immersion therapy, reading in public, speaking off the top of my head. Although it's not public, it feels public. You put a camera in your face, you get nervous. I do have aspirations of being some type of public speaker. I'm not sure where it's going to take me, but I've always wanted to use my voice to help people, to motivate people, to speak up, whether it be maybe politics. I don't know. I've always been somebody who loves to speak. I love to use my words. I love the art of spoken words. That's why I love rap so much. When I came out of rehab last year, I realized that I don't have to write just raps, and I can perform all kinds of poetry or spoken word things. I have lots of ideas, and when I did that, it opened up a world to me that I'd kind of put myself in a box just writing hip-hop raps, right? And I would only write that for a long, long time. But when I was younger, I wrote all kinds of stuff. Poetry and like spoken words. So I love all of that, but I really stopped for a long time and just wrote verses for rap songs and stuff when I could. But this year, as I realized, I was like, I could write more than that. So I have my testimony I want to write out and perform it in such a way. I have a few writings that I'm working on, and I can just sort of And this works on my freestyle speaking ability, or whatever you want to call it. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching, for the few people that do. And I'm going to keep going no matter what. So thanks for joining me. Here we go. April 6th. Prepare yourself for negativity. When you first rise in the morning, tell yourself, I will encounter busybodies, ingrates, egomaniacs, liars, the jealous, and cranks. They are all stricken with these afflictions because they don't know the difference between good and evil. Because I have understood the beauty of good and ugliness of evil, I know these wrongdoers are still akin to me, and that none can do me harm or implicate me in ugliness, nor can I be angry at my relatives or hate them, for we are made for cooperation. Marcus Aurelius Meditations 2.1. I like this. This is, let's see where they go with it, and then I'll give my 2 cents. You can be certain as clockwork that at some point today you're going to interact with someone who seems like a jerk, as we all have been. The question is, are you going to be ready for it? This exercise calls to mind a joke from the 18th century writer and witkist Nicholas Chamfort. What the heck is a witkist? Is that a philosophy of people who are witty? Wittticist. Witkist. I've read this book. I don't remember reading that. Anyways, Nicholas Chamfort, who remarked that if you swallow a toad every morning, you'll be fortified against anything disgusting that might happen the rest of the day. Might it not be better to understand up front, right when you wake up, that other people often behave in selfish or ignorant ways, the toad, than it is to nibble it throughout the day? But there is a second part of this, just as there is a second half of Marcus's quote. No one can implicate me in ugliness, nor can I be angry at my relative or hate him. The point of this preparation is not to write off everyone in advance. It's that maybe because you're prepared for it, you'll be able to act with patience, forgiveness, and understanding. Isn't that beautiful? It's true too, man. Like, people are gonna dude. People of all kinds. I've been all kinds of different people. I've been impatient. I've been a dickhead. I've been, it's so quick to judge people. So quick to be like, this guy's a fucking idiot, or this guy, it's so easy to do that. But if you really step back, we're all part of the human thing. We're all part of one. We're all part of this great place we call Earth. We're all part of a cooperation. You go to work. You got to work with people. You work with the public, whatever it is you're into. But if you realize, like, hey man, people are gonna people today. Some people are gonna, rub me the wrong way. Some people aren't, But if you can accept that and then maybe remove yourself from being a dick back without judging, see them for what they are. Reminds me of this clip you might have seen at DMX talking about. It's like, trust a liar to be a liar, trust a snake to be a snake, trust a drug addict to be a drug addict. Obviously you can redeem yourself, but the point is like, if you know somebody's a certain way, you expect them to be that way, and you could deal with them accordingly, and you can sort of, you know what I mean? Like, don't get frustrated if the Tim Hortons girl messes up your order. People make mistakes. Or don't get mad if someone's not like you in so many different ways. Have compassion and empathy. Step back and don't be a judgy person. Be ready for the day and the negative things that may happen in it. I think that is a great way to think about it. My God, I love that. Great teaching from the Stoics today. Ooh, I'm excited. I am going to jump out of here. I'm going to try to upload this, or I will upload it, and then I'm going to start writing some hip-hop raps, hopefully. Let's see how it goes. Love you guys. Peace.